Welcome back to 2A News Now, where you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. We all know that the ATF makes arbitrary rules that are not laws that we're supposed to follow to the T, or you could get a visit from the jackboot thugs, and most likely they'll shoot your dog. But yet they can't get their employees to follow those same rules. An investigator with the ATF is accused of smuggling guns into Mexico while he was still employed with the agency. Jose Luis Meneses, who worked as an investigator for ATF at the U.S. Consulate in Tijuana, admitted to buying firearm parts online and at a California gun store and trafficking them into Mexico for profit back in 2017, according to a letter and an ATF memo. The letter, which is referred to as the Grassley letter, is dated October 18th, which cites the 2017 ATF memo and information described as whistleblower disclosures, accuse the agency of not conducting a full investigation into the matter. If these protected disclosures are true and accurate, they illustrate a failure by the ATF to hold its employees accountable for criminal misconduct. Grassley's letter also raised questions about how much information U.S. officials told their Mexican counterparts about the allegations of gun smuggling by an ATF employee, a point that could stoke tensions between the two countries. The internal investigation into Meneses began when a firearm parts vendor called the U.S. Consulate in Tijuana to report suspicious purchases, according to the Grassley letter. The tip led U.S. officials to interrogate Meneses, who admitted to buying firearm parts in the U.S., smuggling them into Mexico, and handing them over to his brother, who was a Mexican police officer and a former Mexican soldier. All this according to the ATF memo. ATF agents from the San Diego office then searched the post office box that Meneses said he used for the purchases, where they found assault-style rifle parts in high-capacity magazines. And how was Meneses able to smuggle these across the border? Meneses used a vehicle with diplomatic plates to avoid being searched at the border while smuggling the firearms. In total, Meneses said he bought enough parts to assemble 8 AR-15 rifles. Meneses was placed on administrative leave and then terminated in 2017. In Grassley's letter, he accused the agency of treating the allegations of gun smuggling by an ATF employee like an administrative matter and questioned whether ATF investigated possible links between Meneses and his associates and the Mexican cartels. The ATF memo is a detailed summary of the Meneses case prepared by a top ATF official in Mexico at the time and addressed to the then head of Mexico's specialized unit to investigate cases of terrorism and arms trafficking. But it's unclear whether the memo was ever sent. On May 9th, 2017, the ATF official sent an email to a top State Department official in Mexico saying the ATF will not make any notifications to the government of Mexico. ATF's activities in Mexico have sparked controversy in the past. From 2009 to 2011, a once-secret ATF scheme known as Fast and Furious set out to thwart U.S.-Mexico gun smuggling by allowing people to illegally buy firearms in the United States and take them to Mexico so the weapons could be tracked and lead law enforcement officials to the drug cartel leaders. But some of the weapons were later blamed for murders in Mexico and set off a bitter cross-border recriminations over the gun-running scandal, which continues to reverberate in Mexico's politics over a decade later. Like I said at the beginning, we're supposed to follow the ATF arbitrary rules to the T, and if we don't, they'll raid our home or our business by ATF jackboot thugs, all kitted out. And God forbid you have a dog, because they'll shoot it. They will arrest you, they will convict you, and put you away for a long time. But yet they don't have their own house under control. And they don't have their agents and employees under control either. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about the story in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, or if you just wanted to help the channel out and help it grow, and get us over that 60,000 subscriber mark. And all you have to do is take a few seconds to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications, and I invite everybody back to see my next video.